Welcome to this Energizing Morning Yoga Flow. So for this class, just make sure you have some straps or a towel. I'm going to be using this for this yoga class. This is just an extension of your arms. It helps you reach and grab wherever you need to grab. Also have a couple of blocks available for you or a couple of books. So we'll go ahead and get started on our knees. If you have a hard time sitting on your knees, you can use your blocks, right? You can stack them on top of each other, and that'll help you get into the pose. Okay, perfectly fine. So just sit on the tops of your feet, or you can sit on your toes. Okay, making sure that your shoulders are stacked over your hips, your belly button is fine. And just put your hands anywhere where it's comfortable on your body. And you can keep your eyes closed or open. And we're just going to breathe here. So in through your nose for 3. Hold it. And sigh out of your mouth. Inhale through your nose for 3. Hold it. And sigh. And from here, just slow, easy breaths in through your nose for 3, out through your nose for 3. And at any moment, if this pose is too intense for you, make some adjustments. You can come on your toes. You can add some blocks. Just breathe. Inhale for 3, exhale for 3. You're getting comfortable in your space. And go ahead and set an intention for your day. Begin to find some movement here. Start to do some head rolls one way for about 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then other direction for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just open up your chest, open up your chin. Inhale, raise both arms up. Exhale, dropping your arms over to one side. And then changing direction. Keeping your shoulders stacked over your hips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rising both arms up. Exhale, we're going to come for a twist. So opposite knee, opposite hand. Okay, looking over your shoulder behind you. Inhale, rising both arms up. Exhale, other direction. Inhale, rising both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So from here, we're just going to begin to rotate our wrist. So taking it forward for about 8, and then taking it back for about 8. And then opening and closing the hands. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll do that again. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so go ahead and come into your tabletop here. And just extending your legs out one at a time. Just releasing those knees, getting the blood flowing back into those knees. Okay. To the other side. And then taking it back to your tabletop, we're going to go ahead and extend one leg out to the side. And so while you're here, you want to make sure that your toes are facing forward, straight out in front of you. Okay. So we're going to do some cat and cows here. So making sure your shoulders are stacked over your wrists, your hips are over the knees. Drop your belly, inhale, looking up at the sky for cow. And then exhale, come into cat. That's for one. Inhale. Exhale for two, three, four, five, six, seven, and eight. So when you come into a child's pose here, you just stay where you're at, and you're just gonna scoot your hips back. Okay, and extend your arms out in front of you. And that back foot, you can be on your toes, and just sit those hips back, and relax your head on the mat. If you need to, you can use your blocks. Okay, if you're having a hard time getting your head on the mat. All right, so use your tools. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to rise back up to that tabletop, keeping that leg still extended out to the side. We're going to come on our knee. And from here, we're going to rise the opposite arm up. And we're going to stretch over to the opposite side. Inhale, exhale. On the exhale, try to deepen your stretch. Reach, reach. Again, making sure your shoulders are stacked over the hips. And then we're going to reach that top arm down. And we're going to raise that leg out on the side and grab your foot. You're going to squeeze your hips forward. And you're going to open up that shoulder on top. Open up that shoulder. And if you have the balance, you can look over your shoulder. Really squeezing those hips, feeling that stretch in the upper thigh here, quadricep. And then go ahead, release. And then you're going to place that knee back down. Here we're going to do the other side. So coming back into the tabletop. Now extending the opposite leg out to the side. Okay, making sure that the toes are facing straight out in front of you. And we'll do some cat and cows here, making sure your shoulders are stacked over the wrists, hips over the knees. Go ahead, dropping your belly for a cow, looking up at the sky. Inhale. And then exhale, coming for cat. So you come for your cat, you want to think about looking at your belly button. Then inhale, looking up at the sky. And then exhale for two, three, four, five, six, seven, and eight. Then rising up to your knee. You're going to extend that opposite arm up. You're going to come to that side stretch. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Reach, reach, reach. Keeping your shoulders stacked over your hips. And then taking that top hand to drop back down to the ground, lifting that foot that's extended, and then reaching back, grabbing your foot, squeezing your hips forward, opening up that top shoulder. If you have the balance, go ahead and look over that top shoulder. If not, just look out straight in front of you. And then go ahead, release, and then placing that leg back down. Okay, we're now in a regular tabletop, and we're going to work towards coming into our first downward dog. Okay, so while we're here, we'll go ahead, we'll do a few more cat and cows. So I'm dropping it back at the ceiling. Inhale, And then exhale, coming for cat. Inhale, exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Open up the knees, toes to touch. We'll come into a child's pose. And then we'll come into a swan, keeping those heels up. In child's pose and swan. So inhale back, and then exhale up. So stay here, okay, in your swan. And just begin to rotate those ankles, 8 one way, and then 8 other way. And then point and flex your toes. Okay, warming up those ankles, warming up those feet. And back into your tabletop. And let's rise up into our first downward dog. So lifting those hips and pushing your chest towards your upper thighs. Your hands are nice and wide. Middle finger facing the mat. You're all facing towards the front of the mat. And then bring in your thumb about a centimeter. Head's hanging nice and heavy. Heels are disappearing behind the toes. And just begin to find some movement here. And then rising your right leg up, stacking those hips. And then rising that right leg back up for three-legged dog. We're going to take a few nose to knees here. So go ahead and meet your knee to nose. So inhale, and then exhale back to three-legged dog. Nose to knee, inhale, and exhale, three-legged dog. Last one, inhale, nose to knee, exhale, three-legged dog. Okay, next one we're going to step it through. So go ahead and step your right leg through for runner's lunge. Keeping your right hip back, your left hip forward. And then that back foot, you're going to come at an angle. We're going to come into warrior one. So rising up into warrior one, interlace the fingers, stretch back. We're going to kick that back heel up. We're going to push off that back foot. We're going to come into warrior three. Okay, find your balance. Just for a couple of breaths here. And then we're gently going to step back into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, rise up. Okay, stretching that front leg. So inhale back to warrior two. And then exhale, rise back up. For two. Inhale. Exhale for three. Inhale. Back to warrior two. Coming down for full expression. So dropping that right arm down. Taking that top arm to do circles. So reaching out in front of you. We'll do about 3 circles. That's 1, 2, and 3. Rising back to warrior two. Reach back for sun warrior. Back to warrior two. Spinning that back heel up for crescent. We're going to frame that front leg. And then that back leg, your foot, you're going to come into angle. You're going to straighten out that front leg. For pyramid, nose to knee. Inhale, exhale. Spinning that back heel up. Coming into that runner's lunge. Back foot meets your front foot. We're in our forward fold. Back extension, forward fold, bending those knees, rising up. Inhale, interlace the fingers. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Come into forward fold. Back extension, forward fold. Coming to your plank, slowly lower down all the way or halfway. Come into your upward dog or cobra. And then come into your downward dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Pushing your chest towards your upper thigh. Pedaling those feet. And we're going to do our knees to no here on the other side. So rising that left leg up, stacking those hips. Nice little hip stretch here. Back to your three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, nose to knee. Once again, inhale. And exhale, nose to knee. And inhale. And exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, rising the leg up. And exhale, we're going to step it through here for runner's lunge. Pulling that left hip back, right hip forward. That back foot's coming at an angle. You're going to rise up into warrior one. Reach back, interlace your fingers, knee back bend. We're going to spin that back heel up. And we're going to find our warrior three. Pushing off that back foot, warrior three, find your balance. And then we're going to lightly step it back. We're going to find our warrior two here. We're going to rise both arms up. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale for one. Inhale. Exhale for two. Inhale. Exhale for three. Making sure your left knee is towards pinky toe. Go ahead, come into full expression, dropping all the way down. Okay, you're up against your wall behind you. Taking that top arm for circles. So circle out in front of you. That's for one, two, and three. Rising back up into warrior two. Reach back for sun warrior. Back to warrior two. Then kind of spinning that back heel up. We're in our crescent. We're going to frame that front leg. Frame that front leg. Straighten that front leg. Back comes at an angle. We're in our pyramid on this side. So left hip back, right hip forward, nose to knee. Coming into that runner's lunge, that back heel spins up, back foot meets the front foot, forward fold. Back extension, forward fold. Bending those knees, rising up, inhale, interlace the fingers, exhale. Again, hands to heart center. Okay, we're gonna go through that sequence again, just a little bit faster. Okay, so open up the chest, open up the chin, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Back extension, forward fold. Come into your plank, slowly lower down all the way or halfway into your cobra or upward dog. And then downward dog. So inhale, rising that right leg up. Exhale, nose to knee. That's for 1. Inhale, rise your leg up. Exhale, nose to knee for 2. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, nose to knee for 3. Inhale, rising the leg up. We're going to step it through this time. Step it through for runner's lunge. Right hip back, left hip forward. That back foot's at an angle. We're going to rise up for warrior 1. Interlace the finger, reach back, find your balance. Spinning that back heel up. We're going to push off that back foot. Warrior 3, find your balance. Placing that back foot down for warrior 2. And coming to full expression, coming down, keeping your body up against your wall, imaginary wall. Top arm spins for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Rising up for warrior 2. Reaching back, sun warrior. Back for warrior 2. And spinning that back heel up. We're in our crescent. And then framing that front leg. Back foot comes at an angle. Straighten that front leg for pyramid. Right hip back, left hip forward. Back heel spins up. You're in that runner's lunge. Back foot meets the front foot. Forward fold. Back extension. Forward fold. Letting your knees rising up. Inhale, interlace the fingers, reach back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come into forward fold. Back extension. Forward fold. Coming to your plank. Slowly lower down all the way or halfway. Come into your cobra or upward dog. Inhale, rising up. And exhale. So rising that left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, nose to knee for 1. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, nose to knee for 2. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, nose to knee for 3. Inhale, rising leg up. Exhale, coming into runner's lunge. Step it through. Left hip back, right hip forward. Back foot comes to an angle. Rising up into warrior 1. Reach back. Back heel spins up. Push up that back foot for warrior 3. Find your balance. Stepping back into warrior 2. And then dropping down. Full expression. Lean up against your wall. Taking that top arm and just spinning it forward for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Rising back up into warrior 2. Reach back, sun warrior. Back to warrior 2. Spinning that back heel up for crescent. Then framing that front leg. Back foot comes at an angle. Straighten that front leg for pyramid. Nose to knee. Spin that back heel up. We're in that runner's lunge. Back foot meets the front foot. Forward fold. Back extension. Forward fold. letting those knees rising up. Inhale, place the fingers. And exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we're gonna work our way down the floor and stay there. So inhale, open up the chest, open up the chin. Exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Back extension, forward fold. Come into your plank. And slowly lower down all the way to your belly. Then we're gonna open up the knees, toes to touch. Coming into child's pose. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. You're here coming to your tabletop and grabbing your blocks. Okay, we're gonna place our elbows on the blocks, taking your thumbs behind your neck. Open up the knees, toes to touch, and you're gonna do a deep stretch. Your shoulders here. So just reaching your thumbs back behind your neck. Okay. Inhale, exhale. Make any adjustments that you need to. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, relax. And then bringing it back to tabletop. And just go ahead and go over your ankles. And come back into our backs. We're going to do a chest expansion using your blocks or your book. You're going to place this between your shoulder blades. We're going to do a supported chest expansion. So right between the shoulder blades. You can use the other one here for your neck if you want. And you're just going to open up your chest. Just relax. Keep your arms in a goal post. So you can change the levels. So you can put it up a little bit higher. You can experiment. You can take the other block, put it on your head, and open up the chest. So just try, see what works for you. Inhale, exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale. And if you want, you can take the block down and put your head back. You choose whatever's comfortable for you. You can change the different levels. And then very gently release out of your pose. Take the blocks out. And just bring your knees in. Your lower back's on the floor. And just do some little movement side to side, massaging your back. Bring your nose to knee here. Then release. And then we'll come for a twist. So moving opposite knee, opposite arms, looking over at your hands. then just reversing direction. Inhale, exhale. Taking it back to center, straighten out your body, interlace your hands, squeeze your glutes, reach back. Stretch your feet. Rubbing onto your left wrist, stretching over to your right. Moving over to your right wrist, stretching over to your left. Just coming into Savasana here. Just hang out here just for a few breaths. Relaxing your eyes, your mouth, your tongue. Keep your eyes open or closed. Your body's nice and heavy on the mat. Your feet are relaxed, your toes, your calves, your thighs. Relax your belly. Relax your fingers, they're nice and soft. Your hands, your forearms, your upper arms. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Your face is nice and soft. Go ahead and come onto your side for embryo pose, making a little pillow with your bicep. And then rising back up to seated. We'll just do a couple more stretches here using your towel or your strap. So inhale, exhale, go ahead and reach back. Open up that chest, open up that chin. Inhale, open up that chest, open up the chin. Exhale. Keep your arms up, stretching over to the side, keeping both sit bones on the floor. Rising back up to center, other side. Back to center. Go ahead, reach over, stretching over to your knee. And then reaching back, other side. Once again, take it over, inhale. Take it back, exhale. Back to center, other side, other knee. So inhale. Exhale, take it back. Inhale. And exhale, take it back. Go ahead, release your straps. Inhale, rising both arms up. And then exhale, hands on heart center. As you move forward in your day, may you find peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. I hope you enjoyed that. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, bye-bye.